Well, hello TAFA parents. We've completed our events software, so I wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how that works, and it's already in your account. And I think it'll be very valuable as we begin to move forward with this and we begin to use it for more and more of our events that we do. So let me just walk you through here. As you see here, this is just a kind of a fake account that I've created to show you how it works. You'll simply go to registration.tafa.org and log into your account, and this should look fairly familiar to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on this new events tab that we've added to the very top here. As you can see, I've got a couple students I've added, John Doe and Jane Doe. So I'm simply going to click on the events tab, and that's going to take us into the new software where you can register for the events. So I've got here the middle school honor choir that's already active and some have signed up for, as well as an all region, all state audition sign up. And that's where you can register for that. And then I've got a graduation one down here at the bottom, and that's just going to be a test one that we're doing since we've already completed registration for the graduation for this year. So I've made up some cost on that. One of the things you're going to see over here on the left side is you've got these different filters. And as I checked there, the choir one, when you click that, it would actually just sort out everything else. You can also sort things by all school. You can sort things by different instructors. Right now, that's not a big deal because there's only 3 things out there. But if at some point we've got 100 events showing up out there and you need to get to things that just apply to you, that's going to be a quick way to get to those types of things. So for now, let's go in and just register for one event so that you can see how it works. It's not very complicated, but I just want to walk you through it this one time so that you can understand how it works. So we're going to first click on the TAFA graduation. At the bottom, it says learn more and register underneath each of those events. So you're simply going to click on that button there. And it's going to take you into a page that looks like this. At the top, it's going to give you a description. Over at the left side, it's going to give you some dates and times and locations, and the cost, as you see, is $2 right there. And then I'm going to simply click register now. And as you can see, it automatically sees my name as the parent, and then a John Doe and Jane Doe, and that's going to be your students that are there. You've also got underneath it an add more people button that you'll be able to click. So let's say we just want to register both John and Jane Doe or just Jane Doe, and maybe we want to add somebody different depending on what the event's going to be. Maybe it's a field trip that's being taken or something. We need to add other people. So let's just put in a John Smith that's going to be here. This notes category that you're seeing here, that's kind of a placeholder for the future, some things that we're going to add to this software that'll help us. So as for right now, don't worry about that, putting anything in there. If we need you to put something in that notes category, we'll communicate it directly. So we're going to go ahead and register just those 2 people. I've got John Smith as well as John Doe. Now, what you're going to see is you've got now a pay for TAFA graduation button here, and you can go in and go ahead and click and do the pay. Or if we need to make changes, since we haven't registered, we can hit the edit registration and say, oh, we didn't want to do John Smith. We wanted to register Jane Doe and John Doe. And I'm going to now update that registration so you can see now it's currently registered for John Doe and Jane Doe. Now, if I want to go ahead and go through the process and do pay for TAFA graduation, you're simply going to click that button. And again, you can see it's $2 and it's going to take you to a new screen. And here under the payment, you're going to have the credit card information that you put on file on your account. For me right now, I've just put it, again, it's a fake account. So I'll put some credit on there to work, and it's going to apply the account credit that's on there to go ahead and pay for the event so that we can show you how it works. Again, you can edit registration at this point because we haven't paid, but once you've paid, you won't be able to go and edit those people directly by yourself. So we're going to go ahead and apply the credit. And as you can see at the top, it simply says payment successful, and it's completed. And it says currently registered John Doe and Jane Doe. And now those are done. So if I click the edit registration button, you can see it's blacked those out and we can't change those, but you can go add more people to the registration. If you realize it's a field trip and you need to add somebody else into the trip, you'd be able to add more people or add the parent in there. We go in and we maybe put Mary Doe, and we want to add that. We'll simply update registration. So now you've got Mary Doe added, and I could go in and pay for her, or again, I could edit that registration since hers had not been paid yet. As you'll notice, I didn't apply credit for Mary yet, and so I'm going to show you what that looks like later because the other 2 have paid, but she has not. Now in the top right, you're going to see a button that says My Events. When I click My Events, it's going to show all of the events that I have for all of my students that are taking place. And if you look at the TAFA graduation we just did, you'll see John and Jane Doe have paid for theirs, and it shows Mary Doe has not paid for her graduation yet. So again, it shows location, it shows time. So this is going to be a quick glance for you to see all of the things that you're registered for your family for the year that we have on the registration site. So again, it's not anything much right now because we only have 3 events listed out there. But if in the future we have 50 or 100 events, the filters are going to be more helpful. And that My Events page, if you're registering for a lot of different things, you may have no idea which ones you went ahead and signed up for or haven't signed up for. So that's a quick way for you to see your own report just for your family. If you have any questions along the way, be sure and let us know, and we'll be happy to answer them.